Hello battlers, and welcome back to another video. It's your boy Jake here with a first to 5 series in the Rainbow Cup against an ultra friend of mine named the Jacksonian Way. He was in a video a few weeks back, or maybe a few days back, I forget, but yeah, he is another very skilled trainer. He competes in tournaments in the Go Stadium Remote PvP Discord tournament. And he is in the Rising Star tier along with me and 15 or 16 other participants who are all very competitive trainers. So we're going to be showing teams in this one, guys, and it's a first to 5 win series. So let's get right into it. His team is going to be consistent of Ninetales, Fortress, Lantern, Charizard, Venusaur, and Quag. So we have very similar teams, just a few replacements for the electric and the fire typing. And he's actually running 2 fire types, so right off the bat we notice Quagsire can have some fun with this team, guys. It's like no chance. If we get rid of that Venusaur, guys, Quagsire will run through this team. That's my biggest takeaway from his team right here. I'm not too sure why he was running 2 fire types, but I suppose to scare you away from using Venusaur and Fortress. But then, like, I don't know, it kind of, I mean, it's interesting, yeah, but I'm not really sure what the goal is with this team. Maybe to just sway people away from using Venusaur or Fortress, I guess. But I mean, he's not going to run 2 fire types in the same squad, so I'm not really too scared of running Venusaur here or Fortress. As you can see, I'm actually going to run it in the first lineup, so yeah. Like I said, off the bat, we notice Quagsire has 4 out of 6 very positive matchups, being you know, Lantern, Fortress, Ninetales, Charizard. Fortress does beat Quag in certain shield scenarios, but I feel Quag is very strong against it. And then yeah, we have Fortress obviously just for the coverage against Venusaur. And then we have Mantine here, which has a lot of other positive matchups as well versus Fortress, Venusaur, Ninetales, and Charizard. So overall, our team is a tad bit weak to Lantern, but our Pokemon can definitely cover it. Quagsire can cover that very easily. So without further ado, let's jump right into the first set here against Jacksonian Way, and let's see how these games play out. So we're gonna open Quagsire, and he decides to open Venusaur. So I saw this coming, guys. I wanted to open a fire type so bad, or Fortress, but I didn't want him to open a fire type. So his strat did work here, and this Heavy Slam is actually going to pay off because he decides to use a shield, thinking maybe it's Rock Tomb, and it pays off for us in the end. But now we have a long way to go, guys. We did burn a shield, which is good, but we are at a severe Pokemon disadvantage, and we pull out Quagsire, and we're not going to block that first Blast Burn because we know we can survive one, obviously, and we're going to block the second one. So that's very good for us. We're going to farm a bunch of energy here, and we know, guys, just by counting, this is going to be Dragon Claw, and we know that doesn't take us out, and we want to eliminate our opponent's odds of farming my Quag, and he brings in Venusaur. So the timer reset for him, which was a very smart play. It now leaves me against his entire squad with just my Mantine, and let's see what Mantine can do here. So we're going to have to block this first Frenzy Plant, but it's actually Sludge Bomb. So we didn't actually have to block that in the end. Not too sure why he went for Sludge Bomb. But yeah, we have a bunch of energy, and he has a Quagsire. So this is really bad for our Mantine. I'm not sure in this scenario whether Water Pulse will be better. But we just decided to go for Water Pulse for the straight up damage. But it's just not going to work out, guys. He's going to be able to get to another Stone Edge, and this Water Pulse is not going to finish him off. Although look at how close that was. Oh my god. And we knew his Charizard was like half HP maybe. But regardless, he takes the first game in this set of 5. Or not 5, I should say, in this set of first to 5 wins. That's okay. Let's jump right into game number 2. Alright, guys. So going into the second game, we know he led Venusaur the first game, guys. So we're gonna try to to run the same exact lead, because we predict he's going to switch out that lead, thinking we're going to run the fire type and try to counter his Venusaur. So it's all about the mind games here. We're going to run the same exact lineup with the same exact lead because he's bound, I feel like, to switch out his lead after he got that win there. And let's see how this matchup plays out. So I might start trying to incorporate this style of mind games in my battles. I might just try to go for the same 2 leads in a row. It seems to work. It worked against me in regionals when I lost my 1 game to a Probo Pass lead 2 games in a row, and it's gonna work here with the Lantern lead from him. This is a solid matchup for us, guys, and you know the drill. We're gonna go straight up for the shield baits here, because he's gonna have to shield that or just completely give away pretty much his Lantern for free. And I see he's charging a bit of energy here, which means we're gonna block this, taking Hydro Pump, and it is Hydro Pump. So very good block by me. We're gonna go for the Earthquake, just debating, see if he blocks, and he does block. So that's really good. We forced both shields super early on. If I was him, I would have swapped here immediately when I saw this matchup, but that's just me. But he's gonna let his Lantern die, obviously, and he's gonna bring in Fortress. So we decided to go for the Earthquake here. That was a bit of a gamble because we saw the damage Bug Bite was doing to us, but we predicted right, and we played it the right way, and we went for the Earthquake instead. So he's gonna switch into Ninetales against our Fortress, and we have the hard counter to Ninetales with our Mantine, guys. And right here, he's gonna get us so good with the shield bait. Actually, no, I take that back. We don't shield. Sorry, guys. In the moment, I was thinking it's gonna be Solar Beam probably, but we know we can eat a Solar Beam and just barely survive. But it paid off not shielding because it was just a side shock. And his last Pokemon again is this Fortress. We're gonna block that Rock Tomb, and we're gonna finish it off with an Aerial Ace there. So we take game number 2 against Jacksonian Way, and that's a GG and well played. We are now tied in this series 1-1. Let's see what we get into in game number 3 here. Alright, so going in this next game, we're going to switch up the lead. We're going to go for Fortress, try to trick him up, and hopefully he doesn't lead a fire type. So Fortress has those positive matchups against Venusaur. It can beat Quagsire, like I said, in certain shield scenarios, but it can go either way. And then I'm not sure how it does against Lantern, but he opens Charizard, so this is really bad. We're gonna actually stay in this for a little bit, charge up some energy, and then switch into Mantine. Now we knew he was gonna switch into Venusaur just because of his lineup comp. We knew he had to counter a water type, but we decided to switch into the more optimal water type against the Venusaur. And that is Mantine. So Mantine can definitely put up a fight against Venusaur. It should be able to beat it with energy advantage, as long as it has the right moveset. And he decides to let his Venusaur go there. Smart play by him to not, use both shields right there, because he would be in some deep trouble. But he brings in this Quag. So this is bad for us. We're going to block this Stone Edge because we want to do as much damage as we can. And right there we notice we have the switch available. But we're just going to stay in here, guys. We know his last 2 Pokemon are going to be beat by Quagsire. Like, he has a Charizard left, and I have a Quagsire left. So we're going to decide to go in with the Fortress. We know we have a bunch of stored energy here. And we actually get the Earthquake off just before he makes a switch into Charizard, which I was, predicting him to do earlier. But he does it here. Obviously, it's his last Pokemon. And there goes his Blast Burn energy. So that is just great news for us. We could easily survive 2 Blast Burns anyways. But it would have been pretty close. But we get off the Stone Edge, and that's going to be a good game there. Quagsire being so dominant against those fire types in this meta, guys. So yeah, I'm in love with Quagsire for this cup, and I'm sure everyone else watching is as well. He's just a monster. When he has a shield advantage as a closer, he's just a sweeper, guys. So yeah, let's get into game number 4. Game number 4. We are up in the series now 2-1. Alright, so we're going to open the same thing this time. Going for that Fortress lead again, because we don't think he's going to lead another fire type. Like each time he catches us off with that bad lead matchup, we're gonna actually stay the same lead because we predict him to switch out his lead. And there it is, guys. He switches it to Venusaur, probably predicting me to lead Quagsire. And now he's gonna switch into his own Quag. And this is where things got a little scary for me because I didn't bring a Venusaur in this line. So we're gonna switch into our own Quag, and now this is going to be a mind game battle. So we're not gonna, or no, we are actually gonna block that Earthquake. My bad. I tapped the shield very late. I'm praying it wasn't a Stone Edge, but yeah, we're gonna get the shield right there with our own Stone Edge. So that's very good. We're going to seize this opportunity and go straight for Earthquake, and he's gonna block. So an okay block by him, and we're not gonna block that Earthquake, guys. That was such a bad choice by me, but we are able to get off the Stone Edge, but it's not enough, guys, and this is really bad for us because we don't know what he has in the back, and if it's something like a Lantern, then we might be screwed here. But we do have the energy, guys, and this is very crucial because it is Lantern. His last Pokemon is indeed Lantern. In the moment, I was thinking maybe I should sacrifice my my Mantine here, but we decided to stay in, and look at that. We can actually beat the Lantern before it even gets off a Thunderbolt. So great prediction by us to stay in, but now he has that Venusaur left, and if this thing gains enough energy, it could be our Mantine. But he's just so low now, and he has all this energy, but he's just so low on health, and we can finish it off with our Mantine there in the back. So GG's and well played in game number 4, guys. Let's move on to game number 5 right now. Spicy series so far. So in this next game, boys and girls, we're going to be opening Quagsire, the Lord, the savior of all, Quagsire. And let's see here what he opens with. So getting a little, he's picking his team, but that's okay. He's gonna open Quagsire. We got the mirror match, guys, and this is just an ultimate mind game now. Oh, I hate playing these. So we're gonna go straight for the Earthquake, and let's see if he decides to block here. He does. So we're going to mirror shields, and he gets us with the Stone Edge, guys. Oh, it hurts. That hurts me inside so much, but it is what it is. We know this is going to be an Earthquake, so we have to shield. Just by counting the turns, we knew it was going to be an Earthquake because he has the energy advantage, and he's going to shield as well. So one very interesting thing that happens here is we get to that Earthquake first before he does. And that's actually going to faint the Quagsire, so this is very dangerous for him. And look at that, he switches into Lantern, guys. He does not have a counter to me. He doesn't bring Venusaur in this. We're going to one-shot that Lantern. And look at his last Pokemon. It's a Ninetales, guys. This is huge for us. We go straight up for the Stone Edge, and we nearly KO that Ninetales. He's gonna finish us off, but, or well, nearly finish us off. But look at that, guys. We just swept his entire team with just Quagsire. So that right there is an example of why running a Confusion user like Executor, or at least running a Venusaur, is crucial in this cup. Right there. That is a perfect example. You guys saw we lost the mind game, but we were somehow able to recover with an Earthquake and feint out that Quagsire. And his last two were so weak to Quag. Like Lantern, one shot. Ninetales, almost one shot. And boom, that's pretty much game over right there. We take the series 4-1, guys. Let's get into game number 6. So jumping into game number 6, guys, we're gonna lead Fortress. And let's see what he decides to lead with. I believe it's Lantern. No, it's Venusaur again. So another positive matchup for us. He's going to have to switch out of there immediately into his own Lantern. And after I see that switch, I decide, we can burn a shield here potentially. But no, we're going to switch out. Perfect timing to tank that Thunderbolt, because we knew he was going to probably go for the Thunderbolt. And now we have a Quagsire that can farm a ton of energy from this Lantern. And we're going to go for the shield bait once again, because the shield bait always works, guys. It always does. Like, unless you're, I don't know, I feel like I play slightly differently in this scenario. Like, I would just let the Lantern go there, but, you know, he makes the smart choice in shields, but that means we are now up on shields, and we have, once again, Quagsire. Lord Quagsire, guys! Lord Quagsire! and he brings in that Venusaur now. So, you know, we have this Fortress, and Fortress can tank Venusaur all day long. Earthquake is going to shatter that Venusaur, and he's going to switch out into Quagsire. Now, this is where things got a little weird, because we have Mantine in the back, so we're not going to block that Stone Edge because we know it won't KO, obviously. We know the simulations for this. And we're going to go and fire off the Earthquake to do a bunch of damage. And now we're going to go in with Mantine. And the reasoning behind that is simply because we just wanted to farm the energy for the Venusaur in the back, and we have the energy. And he has no HP left, so we're going to finish it off there. And that, guys, is a wrap to this first to 5 win series. We take that 5-1 very convincing. You know, after that first matchup where we lost the lead, we just took it straight from him. We end this off 5-1, like I just said. And yeah, he had a very dominant showing in game number 1, but then we just completely took every single series after that, and we were playing the lead mind games, guys. We were trying to be super unpredictable, and, you know, doing weird things that most people normally wouldn't do, like leading the same Pokemon 2 games in a row, but it somehow worked for me there. I hope you guys enjoyed those battles, and I hope you learned something from my analysis on his team and how I went about choosing my leads and all that jazz. If you're new, subscribe to the channel, hit that like, leave a comment down below how you felt about this video. You know, guys, I'm open to all sorts of feedback as long as it's not, you know, super negative, like, oh, your videos suck or whatever. I certainly appreciate you guys who like the channel and would like to see me improve my ways and improve upon how I make videos. So I appreciate all you guys. And yeah, we're just grinding that grindstone, guys, to 1,000 subscribers. It's all gonna be worth it in the end. And I'll just keep pushing onward and upward to bigger and better things with this channel. So I'll be here in the long run, guys. As long as PvP stays a thing and stays popping, I'm gonna be here. So yeah, that's the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. And until the next one, I'll talk to you guys later. Take care.